Hello, welcome back, Box1 here, and today, it's very reflective, but today we're going to be reviewing this set. This is Obi-Wan's Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter. Comes with 3 minifigures, including an exclusive one, or actually maybe a couple exclusive ones, I haven't really checked, but a cool exclusive one. Let's get into them first. First of all, we have astromech droid. This is R4P17, and he has some nice printing on him there. He has no back printing, of course, and just the usual white droid astromech legs. And you can see that goes all the way around. Pretty nice. And it's not actually that off center, or off, I don't know what you call it, misaligned. And then a nice bottom print as well. Pretty simple little astromech droid. Next up, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he is in his cloak, Jedi cloak, as you can see there. He doesn't come with a cape, which is kind of unfortunate. I think it would be good if he came with a cape, because that would give the robe look a bit more, but they're including less and less cloth pieces in these sets now, which is kind of unfortunate. He comes with the blue lightsaber, headset, and I think he has a double-sided face, which without the headset, and then he can also put on his hood, like that. And that does look actually quite good. Pretty nice. Finally, we have probably my favorite minifigure in the set, the Kaminoan Taun We. And it is a pretty cool, specially molded head there in this. And they're coming out with a new Kaminoan in the Jango Fett Slave 1 later 2025. I'm excited for that set. That's going to be a cool one. But she is in a white and sand blue color scheme, really. Some black for the eyes and printing there. And yeah, it's just a really good figure. I really like this one. I have no really complaints about it. It even has back printing on the dress. Pretty cool. Moving on from the good figure selection, we can get on to the actual ship. And here we go. Let's try and... The color's a bit odd because of the light I'm using for some reason. It always gets a bit different from what it's supposed to look like on white sets. I cannot speak correctly either. But let's get on to this. Hopefully it'll look good enough. We can start with the front. There are a ton of stickers in this set. Something I didn't like of how many stickers there are, but they do look quite good, and I do think they do add a bit to the set, which is nice. On the sides, we have this little area, which has this, which I'll get to in a second. Has this little radar or communications device, and then each wing, actually I'll just show off this one, there has the little logo for the Republic. Each side has a stud shooter on it, and that actually bounced back. But I don't really like the stud shooters on this one. I think it really doesn't look right with the stud shooters. They could have really easily put some spring-loaded shooters right here underneath the wing. There's actually perfect space for that, and definitely will look a lot better like that, actually. But it has, up the body, we can move on to the tail end. It has, as I said, more stickers, another Republic insignia there, and instead of like a 6x6 flag piece that they used on some of the older ones, they just used a 4x4 piece there for the tail end. It has this little area, which can actually open, and that's where this comes in. You can put the astromech's head on here, and it can swivel, and then you put the body in here for storage, so it doesn't just be a headless astromech sitting around, which is pretty nice, and it can sit in there pretty good. Also, you can open the cockpit here, and there is probably one of the only printed elements in the set, the control panel, pretty common one, and this can sit one figure in here. And that's what it looks like with Obi-Wan in there. It actually looks quite good. Now we can move on to the underside, which has these little clips on either side for the lightsaber, and it also has twin engines in the back, which are pretty nice. Then it has some landing gear, just one piece of landing gear on the front, and then this piece in the back that kind of finishes it off. Other than that, it's pretty simple, and I do like the angled design coming to a point at the front, or relatively a point at the front. Finally, we can do a little size comparison between this one and a very old one. And while this one is, I think, slightly wider, it is actually a bit longer on the new one. without the flag piece, because I am missing that. Yeah, it does look quite good, and I do like that. One difference that I will note is the wing gaps. On this one, you can't see any wing gap, maybe a little at the front, but even then, it's very subtle. On here, however, there's quite a substantial wing gap, which is very detracting from the look there. I will say that, as well as the astromech placement on this old one is in the center, and on the new one is on the side wing, which I don't remember which one's more accurate or if they're both accurate, but they both look good. Also, lightsaber placement, old one stored it on the side of the ship, new one stores it under. But yeah, I do quite like the new one. That's one thing I was surprised about when I opened it, is the size being actually quite big, not downsized basically at all from the older models. But yeah, my opinion on this set is that it is a pretty nice set. I think the figures are great, and I think it came out, I think with $30, maybe $35, but definitely not more than that. And I'd say it's a really good set. I like the sizing, I like everything about it basically besides those wing gaps. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed. This is my second attempt at recording this. I had a video completely edited, all the photos done, everything, and I deleted it. I thought I uploaded it, and I deleted it from my storage to get more space. I did not upload it, so I'm re-recording it. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed. I shall see you next time. Goodbye.